always a challenge for me to create a high-end commercial only with stock footage. With ArtGrid, it's finally possible. There are no standalone clips. Every clip is part of a sequence, and I have unlimited downloads, which gives me the full flexibility I need to create. Let's get this shot, that shot, and this one. Those are perfect. Oh, and the license covers everything. Now that's a game changer. Go to ArtGrid today and start creating without limits.
If you're a music maker shopping for gear online, Sweetwater.com is the place for you. With the widest selection, the best prices, and our award-winning customer service, you're sure to get the gear you need so you can keep making music. Sweetwater.com, the best place to buy gear online.
I'm here in New York City to tell you some big news. This year, there are 4 amazing new iPhones. I'm going to tell you about them and help you understand the differences between them. There's iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus, which you'll notice this year are available in 2 amazing sizes, big and bigger. iPhone 14 Plus has the same size 6.7-inch display as Pro Max, an exciting first, and they come in 5 colors. An iPhone 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max, which have a generational leap in camera technology, a completely redesigned display, and come in 4 colors. I'm gonna take you through some of the incredible features available on all 4 new iPhones. All the new iPhones come with our most advanced camera features ever, including a new true depth camera, action mode, cinematic mode in 4K, and the ability to capture better photos in any light. Plus, there's groundbreaking safety features like crash detection and emergency SOS via satellite. All iPhones are also built to last, with features like all-day battery life, ceramic shield, and splash and water resistance. We'll also go through some amazing new innovations only available on iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max, like Dynamic Island, always-on display, All new camera features, including the 48 megapixel main camera and 2x telephoto, improvements to the true depth and ultra wide cameras, the new A16 Bionic chip, and a display that's up to 2 times brighter outdoors. These new colors look pretty great. After you learn about the new iPhones, it will help you decide which one is the right one for you. If there's a particular feature you're interested in, use the chapters below to skip ahead. All right, let's get out there. We have a lot of big news to cover. The all-new iPhones have amazing camera upgrades capable of capturing next-level photography. But there are a few differences in each that will help you pick the one that's right for you. iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro have an incredible true-depth front-facing camera, now with autofocus, perfect for taking epic selfies. This looks great. An incredible breakthrough on iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max is the 48 megapixel main camera with quad pixel sensor. That's 4 times the resolution as last year's iPhone 13 Pro, giving you the ability to shoot in Apple Pro RAW just like a professional. With the 48 megapixel camera, you have even more flexibility to frame up your shot. Simply tap here to pick the lens you want, and then tap to capture. It's like having 4 cameras in one at any given time. You can even crop in tighter to an image without compromising image quality. Looking sharp, New York. So if you want to capture groundbreaking detail with a 48 megapixel camera, then either of the Pro models are a good fit for you. All the new iPhones are capable of shooting incredibly crisp photos in any lighting situation, including low light. Oh, hi. Can I take a photo?
Sure. Wow. You really captured my eyes.
This year's iPhones can capture even more stunning videos. Shooting and editing in Dolby Vision comes as standard, which means your videos will be more vibrant than ever. Action mode, which you'll find available on all 4 new iPhones, comes with a huge boost in stabilization this year that will keep your handheld videos looking extra smooth, even when your filming conditions are anything but. Wow, that's incredible. Huh, they're making a movie. Last year, we introduced cinematic mode, which people loved. This year's iPhone shoots cinematic mode in 4K at 24 frames per second, a film industry standard. Action. So all that beautiful depth of field will have even more incredible detail. Remember, all the new iPhones have action mode and improved cinematic mode, so you're set when it comes to video. And if you really want to get into the details with ProRes, you should go for the iPhone 14 Pro or Pro Max. Let's go.
Am I dropping you here?
No, we've still got lots more to cover.
unwanted for hazardous journey. Long months of complete darkness. Constant danger. Safe return. Doubtful. Honor and recognition in case of success.
with a With so many choices, only one YouTube channel stands out from them all. Sean Urban. Become part of this growing community to find all your Disney news, sports talk, discover new food and drinks, and go on epic adventures across the globe. Never miss out on a family fun stream with engaging people, in-chat games, and fantastic locations to see. Don't miss out.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, Celtic fans. Welcome on in to our inaugural basketball stream here live on YouTube. We are ready to get rolling. They are currently in the pregame. Jaylen Brown is speaking. They are honoring the recently passed Bill Russell, Celtic great, who won more championships with the Boston Celtics than I think any other team has, I believe they said. Anybody else has ever done. He's got like 6 or 7 or 8 of them under his belt. He was the first black head coach in the NBA, which is awesome. So, and we really love him up here in Boston. He is definitely part of the dynasty. And tonight finds us here calling the game with the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers to open the NBA season up here in Boston. They are up at the Garden. So the Celtics last year, both these teams come in poised and ready to go, and they understand where they stand. Last year, the Celtics made it to the Eastern Conference Championships and then on to the NBA Finals before finally being beat by the Golden State Warriors in the finals. The 76ers last year were the number 4 seed in the East and ended up being bounced out in the second round to the Miami Heat. So, the Celtics will attempt to capture an 18th championship for their franchise. The Boston Celtics have been in the playoffs, and they have made the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals 5 out of the last 7 years running. So they are definitely a legitimate team. Boston has featured a lot of controversy lately coming into this new season with their coach, or what is now their suspended coach, Ime Udoka. He was suspended for having an improper relationship with another staffer of the Boston Celtics. Not illegal, but according to the Celtics' own internal rules, just improper. So in his stead, as he has been suspended for a year, head coach Joe Mazzulla will take over and try to helm this team to a winning season. The Boston Celtics notably will feature Malcolm Brogdon, who has... What's that? Oh. Brogdon, who has come over to the Celtics. He was in a trade that saw Daniel Thies, Aaron Nesmith, Malik Fitz, Juwan Morgan, Nick Stokes, and a first-round pick in next year's draft to the Indiana Pacers to get him over here. He will be the proverbial sixth man out. He turns 30 in December. He averages about 20 points per game off the bench, which is fantastic. The big problem with him is him staying healthy and on the court. In the last 6 years of his career, he has missed 140 games. 46 of those games did come last year. So it'll be interesting to see if he can maintain his health and be able to stay on the court. He will be, however, surrounded by some of the best players. Good night, Stella. That the Celtics have to offer. Good night, Belle. There goes the influencer.
Good night, everyone.
So, he will be surrounded by some of the best scorers here in the NBA. So, Philadelphia will again be relying on Joel Embiid, who finished second to the Denver Nuggets center, Nikola Jokic, in the league's MVP voting last year. He averaged 30.6 a game. He is the first center to lead the NBA in scoring since Shaquille O'Neal, which is awesome. And Shaq only averaged 30 points a game. And Shaq had been the first one since Moses Malone. He will be surrounded by some returning members such as James Harding, Therese Maxey, and Tobias Harris. So they have also obtained DeAnthony Melton in the offseason in a trade with the Memphis Grizzlies, and added P.J. Tucker and Daniel House Jr. and Montrezl Harrell via free agency. So they are stacked and looking to make a run. So coming in, being number 4, even though they were bounced out in the second round, is quite the feat. So they are definitely looking to get their hands on that NBA gold tonight. We are currently waiting for the tip-off. They have a little pre-game show going, as it is the opening night. Right now, it looks like Johnny Legend is out on midcourt doing a little performance. We've already done the national anthem. The honor guard was from the USS Constitution, which is part of the Coast Guard, which is a mile away from the TD Garden. So let's see what we are doing here. And interestingly enough, as I mentioned before, Bill Russell's tribute tonight. He won. He did win 11 titles with the Celtics, as he was a player for 13 years. But his number 6 has been added to the parquet floor in the Garden, and retired. His number, the number 6, has been retired by the NBA, making him one of the only 3 athletes in major American sports to have their jersey number retired across an entire league. He will join Jackie Robinson, whose number 42 is retired in baseball, and Wayne Gretzky, whose jersey number 99 has been retired in hockey. That is a feat not easily obtained. So that should tell you the level of impact that Bill Russell has had on the game. Here we go. All right, so we are at TV timeout right now. We are getting ready. Hopefully, I think I've gotten the correct screens up here. I hope I have. We are going to refresh them a little bit, and hopefully everything will work out for us. That's what we are hoping for. This is, like I said, brand new to me. I do appreciate all of you being here. This is the first time we are going to try calling a basketball game, as I do live here in New England at about 30 miles outside of the TD Garden. We will be calling a lot of Celtics games, maybe not all of them, but I would like to grab a majority of them. So, and we will take a short break.
With so many choices,
Yep, I'm
only
here.
one
Sorry, I
YouTube
got in
channel
about 2 or 3
stands out
minutes
from
late,
them
though.
all. Sean Urban. Become part of this growing community to find all your Disney news, sports talk, discover new food and drinks, and go on epic adventures across the globe. Never miss out on a family fun stream with engaging people, in-chat games, and fantastic locations to see. Don't miss out.
Here we go. All right. So, thanks for hanging in there with me. This will work out well. So thank you. All right. This worked out perfect. Here we go. So, if you have the ability to please share the stream out, that would be much appreciated. Hopefully this will pick up some leg here, as they say, and we can make a good run at this. That's what we're hoping for. So, let's see. I am definitely hoping that the I am hoping that the screens I've selected for tonight's game will work out for us. All right. Blast this out here on my social media. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Now they're talking about Ime Udoka, who has obviously been suspended here for the season. He is not allowed in. The Celtics are in green. Their starters are, their new uniforms are dark green, it looks like, with gold trim around the arms. Actually, they look really sharp and trimmed out. Celtics, their names and numbers and logos are in white across the front and back of them. And the Philadelphia 76er's are wearing their typical white jerseys with their blue lettering with the red trim and the stars down the side. So, it looks like we are ready to go. Gator Ghost, welcome on in. Hello, Triton, Coaster Mom, EC. The game is on TNT currently. And if I look real quick, I believe they only had the pregame on Boston Sports, for those of you that may live up here. Nesson is showing the Bruins game, who, if you have not been watching the Bruins, we may have to do a couple of games, because their first 3 games of the season, they have been on fire. And here we go with the tip-off. And it's bobbled around a little bit, but ultimately the 76ers maintain possession. So, here we go. Let's see what we got going. You can see the score and time running there at the top. We'll try to describe it to you as it's going in and around. And the rebound after the shot, the 76ers, no good. Here we go. The first possession for the 76ers, they could not get it to fall. I will try to keep up with the 76ers names, as it is a little tough because I don't know them all cold. But so, Celtics on the march at the wing, in, head fake, and down. There we go. Marcus Smart scoring the first 2 points of the season here. Drive to the hoop, nice lay-in. Shot, tip in for the Sixers. They answer with 2. And this is going to be back and forth. The tip in shot was by Harris. Celtics down, here we go. Turning around, Jaylen Brown kicks it out to the top. They move it down, left-hand side. Tatum for 3. Tatum directing traffic, getting back to defense. Here we go. 76ers bring it down. They move it around, top of the key, and they try to answer with the 3. It does not go. Celtics with the rebound. Tatum down the court, over midcourt. Dives down into the hoop, shoots, and no good, but draws the foul underneath. So Tatum will go to the line. Shooting 2. Tatum, what a great drive. Down, below, gets into the paint, takes his 2 steps, goes up, draws the foul. Exactly what they need to do. Celtics jersey, you would notice, wearing the number 6 with the Nike swoosh underneath one shoulder. Bill Russell, the other side, says Vista Print. So obviously they are selling advertisements this year. Let's see if we can widen up this screen down here a little bit. I do like this screen. I just want to, here we go. Let's see. You don't need to see that. What you do want to see is this, though. This is where the rubber meets the road, kids. This is where the rubber meets the road, right? That's what we want to see. Let's hide that, and let's give you a little more of this. What do y'all say? Let's do this. Here we go. Perfect. All right. There we go. Now you guys can see the court. It may be a little bit behind to what we got going on here, but so Boston currently in the lead, 7-2 here in the first. Harris draws another foul for the 76ers. I believe that's his second. Ooh, all right. All right. Here we go. Tatum on the move. Down into the paint. Kicks it back out. Whistle. And who was that? White. Could not hold on to it. Hit out of bounds. Here we go. In. Smart. Harford. No good. Can't go. Harris with the rebound for the Sixers. Oh, and it's picked off by Smart. Over center court. Looking. Back to Tatum. In for 2. Jason Tatum. 2 points. And there is a charge against Maxey. Wow. All right. Maxey was going in and trying to drive down, and he will draw the charge. It will turn it over. He did slap the ball. Something terrible. Don't go amongst the trees, little guys. Smart's bringing the ball down. Top of the key. Into the paint. Kicks it back out. Moves it around. White's got it. Shot. No good. Rebound. Slaps it away. Yes. They move it around the top of the key. Looking down into the paint. And no good. Jaylen Brown can't get it to go. All right. Here we go. Harding at the top of the key. 76ers on the offense. Move it around down to the wing on the left side. To Harris. Top of the paint. Trying to make some room. Turns. No shot. Kicks it out. Harding. From the wing for 3. Does not go. Harris on the rebound underneath. Can't get it to go again. And they're going to get Horford on a foul as Harris went back up for his third attempt to put it in. And I think that is a poor call. Poor call. Not good. Not good. All right. So, sink one at the line. Sink one at the line. Oh, the NBA website actually has some really good tracking. So, Imbley, able to hit 1 out of 2. Here we go. Smart brings the ball up. Top of the key, here we go. Shoots it out to Brown. Can't get the 3 to go. Back down the other end of the court. Harding at the top of the circle. Takes the 3. Doesn't go, and there's a foul. Ooh, Horford again. Horford again. And Doc, the former Celtics coach, is now the coach of the 76ers. James Harden jaw-jacking with Marcus Smart. Oh, and Horford went up, didn't touch him, and when he came down, he landed on his foot. That is what happened here. Okay. Oh. And now they're going to say that there was a flagrant act on the landing, meaning James Harden fell down flagrantly, like rolled around. And that is something that the NBA has been reviewing, and they are going to be very big on this year. It started, I believe it was last year, with the flagrant foul. So you get foul and you throw yourself around and flop down. And they are not having it this year. Oh, and they're literally just saying exactly what I said. The officials have been calling it a lot the last couple of years because the flagrant fouls are causing injuries. So the officials want to get it right. They're going to take just a couple of minutes here. They show them over at the table. They are reviewing the video right now. All right. So 9-3. All right. So there we go. So they're going to say that he's going to get his free throws. He is going to get his free throws. Al Horford, flagrant foul, type 1. He'll make 1. Here we go. Oh boy. So that will send Horford to the bench. Ooh. They're going to give him 3 free throws. All right. Not good for the Celtics. Now that they got to keep Horford on the bench here. Not good. And he will make all 3 of them. James Harden, 84% lifetime from the foul line. Well, now they are all entertained by his beard. He has been on 3 different teams over the last 3 years. The Rockets in 2020, Brooklyn in 2021, and now Philadelphia in 2022. And it's nice to see the Celtics working the ball down in the paint. And they are spreading the ball around. They're working the ball into the paint, but they've made their shots from two from underneath, two from the outside. So, all right. And here we go. Now the Celtics will be on defense. So because it was a flagrant foul, Philadelphia will also get a throw-in after the 3 free throws. Taking all the calls he can muster up. He may be. He may very well be. Wow, here we go. So, inbound the ball. Moving around. Oh, back over the... Almost over back court. Jason Tatum backing everybody up. It'll be... Oh, and there's a foul on him. Tripped up, fell to the ground. I think he hit it. He looks like he hit his head. He's hurting a little bit. Man, that parquet floor looks so nice. The old one was great, but the new one does look nice too. Embiid being guarded by, who's that? Is that White? So the 76ers inbound the ball. Harding, top of the key, top of the paint, kicks it out to the lower wing. 3 is no good. Tatum with the ball brings it down court. Top 3, no good off the rim. They give it to Harding, who gives it over to Harris, down into the paint for 2. Puts 2 more up for the 76ers. And this game is definitely starting out fast-paced. For sure. Bad pass by White, picked off by the 76ers, going the other way. And it has definitely been 3 for the 76ers. Oof. Makes that 11-9. Celtics fall behind by 2. 7:20 to go here in the first. And it's very interesting to see how fast they're moving, especially early on. Usually, teams don't start out this quick. Especially not only the home opener, but, you know, when you're coming back with all new players and man, Marcus Smart trying to go to the rim, and he's going to get fouled. Gets up a little gingerly, grabbing at his kind of like his top left back thigh. Let's see what happens here. He goes down, he goes up, and I think he just kind of fell on it awkwardly, but he was tripped. Harris tripped him as he was going to the rim. So, here we go. We need to hit both of these. He gets the first one. That will definitely take off some of the curse. All right, makes both of them. 76ers down the court. Now they're slowing it down a little bit. Top over in the wing for 3, and it's good. 14-11. Maxey for 3. Here we go. Top of the circle. Driving in. Top of the key. Top of the paint. Kicks it out to Marcus Smart for 3. Doesn't go. And there's a loose ball, and there's a foul called. Whew, man. They are... wow, we are getting a rough start here. If you are a Celtics fan, we are having trouble not fouling. So Noah Vonleh fouls as the ball was being bobbled around. And that's where we go to TV timeout right now. Holy cow. I can't even believe how many fouls the Celtics have committed right now. This is really, you know, if you're a Celtics fan, it's frustrating to watch because, man, you are like, seriously. All right, we're gonna reset here. We as Celtics fans are gonna reset. Let's go. They're gonna get it. It's early on. We're still in the first. There's 6:41 left. You guys see the score? It's 14-11. The ball's been moving really quickly back and forth. Celtics have started out early. Started out really good, getting penetration down into the paint, driving the ball down to the rim. They seem to have fallen away from that now, and they're getting up to like the top of the key, foul line, top of the paint, kicking the ball around a little bit, kicking it back out, trying to set up from that, trying to set up for the floor shot or the outside shot from, you know, outside the circle, and they just can't make them fall right now. So, like I said, I was a little surprised to see both teams starting out at the breakneck pace they were. Most of these teams like to ease themselves into it. You know, game speed is a lot different in regular season than even preseason, never mind practice. So, yeah, they are slipping is a good way of putting it. Because, like, right now, it's like, man, what are we doing right now? Holy cow! But we are at TV timeout right now. So, oh, here we go. Hopefully the commercials go quick during this game. But gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying? Got to get paid. So, Boston will call a timeout, which is how we ended up in this TV commercial break. And when we come back, I believe it should be the 76ers ball. Here we go. So, White's going to be subbed out. Williams is going to come into the game for Boston. Grant Williams, the other center here for the Celtics, who's also recovering from an injury. So the Celtics are already getting injury prone. I am looking forward to seeing Bogdan play as the sixth man off the bench. All right, here we go. Going to inbound the ball to Harding. Tatum, top of the circle. Now they're at the top of the key, moving the ball around. They get it over. Top of the paint, and there's a whistle on the play. Here we go. Marcus Smart over midcourt, brings the ball down. Maxey guarding him. They bring it out to the right-hand side, moving it around the outside. They swing it around to the left. Tatum into the top. They kick it back out top right. Oh, and Maxey with the steal. Jaylen Brown with the foul. So they're going to get Jaylen Brown for reaching in here after Maxey was able to steal the ball away. Wow. Boston already has 5 team fouls in the first 6 minutes. Holy cow. The Celtics need to slow down a little bit. They need to slow down, need to find their feet, and not foul as much. Beer time. Beer time. Here we go. So Maxey's going to go to the line. There it is. Shooting one-on-one, so he's able to make it. Extend the score out. 15-11. But here we go. 76ers on the move. Top of the outside, down into the paint. They kick it out to the corner for 3. Doesn't go. Celtics rebound. Out of bounds on Philadelphia under the hoop. Celtics will bring it in. from down low. The Celtics would have had it anyways, but here we go. Marcus Smart down the court, over midcourt. Top of the circle, moves it around to the left. Tatum down into the paint. They kick it out. Down left. Williams down into the paint. Up and over and around the rim, in for two. Grant Williams. 2 points. 76ers take it on the march. Down we go. Outside. Harris. Down the paint. Kick it out. Shot from the corner. No good. Celtics with the tip. They're going to grab the ball. Here we go. Down the court we go. Jaylen Brown up with the shot. 2 points. Takes it all the way himself. Off the rebound. Night bell. Here we go. Timeout called. Philadelphia. Celtics close the gap. 15-15. I'm going to go to commercial break. This has been an exciting game to watch. It is the very first game of the NBA season here for the Boston Celtics. So if you have found me, welcome on in. I hope you hit that like button. I hope you stick around. My name is Sean Urban. We are live here on YouTube. I'm doing some play-by-play, and we're going to give you a little bit of opinion and insight, hopefully, into the Boston Celtics this year. We are going to be calling Celtics games. I thought it only fitting that we open the first night of the official season with the Boston Celtics game. So they are taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics made it all the way to the NBA Finals before they were beat by the Golden State Warriors last year. Was the 76ers were the 4th seed, and they were bounced out by the Miami Heat in round 2. So both these teams are hungry to not only get back to the playoffs, but to actually win the title. The Celtics have been grasping at straws for like the last 7 years. They've either made it to the NBA Finals or to the Eastern Conference Final and just have not been able to hoist that 18th banner. So we are on the hunt here in Boston, kids. Let me tell you what. You want some hungry people that want to win? This is the team. This is the team to watch. Because, man, they are hungry. So, tell me what you think in the chat of my graphics. These are, I threw these, you know, what you see up here on the screen, I threw together at about 5:30 tonight. This is my first, I guess, toe in the water when it comes to calling basketball live on YouTube. I have done it several years before. It is a little bit different doing it, doing it live, either as the PA announcer in the arena or live with, another broadcaster and actually doing a game on the radio. But this is probably about as good as we're going to get it, at least for what I'm doing here. I may incorporate some other things, as we go along throughout the basketball season. But hopefully you are enjoying visually what we have going here on the court and on the screen. Let's see. So far, the team leaders for the Celtics, Tatum, 7 points, and Tobias Harris with 7. Rebounding is Tatum. And for the 76ers, it's Joel Embiid. And I don't know what they're screaming about. Assists, Marcus Smart and Embiid. And then steals, Marcus Smart's got 1. Blocks, Tatum has 1. So here we go. 76ers are going to inbound the ball as they were the ones that have possession to call timeout. Shot clock's winding down with 5. Down into the paint. Harding, up and over. Can't get it to go. Here we go. Moving it down. Oh, they swing it over into the corner for 3. Oh, can't get it to go. Jaylen Brown from the corner. 5 turnovers in the game already, they just said. That is absolutely incredible. Is that even true? Steals? Yeah. Yep. Oh, Jaylen Brown slam dunk. Wow. They are playing. Now they're talking about how fast of a pace the Celtics team is playing. And I've been saying that all night. Harding for 3. Nails it. I've been saying that all night. They are playing so super fast. Like faster than you really saw them play until they got into the finals last year. At least for being a regular season. Smart into the paint. They give it all to Brown. Can't get it to go. I think that was Brown. Who was that? Oh, that might have been White. A white number is really tough to see. Yeah, that was White. Whistle on the floor. Ooh, and Brogdon has checked into the game. So he was the one we were talking was like the 5-player trade and the first round pick from next year. Went over to the Pacers and he come over here. There is a question of his health and being able to stay healthy is a problem for him. All right, here we go. So Harris went to the line. He hits his shot. 2 of 2. He's got 8 points on the night. Or he will. He will hit this shot right here. There it is. That's funny how it is funny to see how fast the NBA website is compared to the NFL website when it comes to live stats, even ESPN. So, Griffin, Smart, the rebound, kicks it out. Down over, Smart goes up, and there's no shot, can't get it, but he... Oh, yes, Griffin with the rebound. Jaylen Brown for 3. Can't get it to go. Griffin with the rebound again. Oh, my gosh. They're saying Jaylen Brown was 11 feet behind the three-point line. Whoo, man. He's going to get it. He's around the outside. Down into the paint. Shoots from the foul line. And trying to make an extremely difficult shot. Whistle on the play. Wow. All right. So the 76ers will get the ball off the shot clock. So the shot clock winds down to 0 and turns the ball over. Harding for 3. Oh, and he hits it. Drills the three-pointer and 1. Let's see what happens here. Grant Williams with the foul. Yep. Hey, the Celtics keep playing like this, they ain't going to have nobody left to play in the second half. Everybody's going to foul out in the first half. All right, so I'm going to do some substitutions here. Brown and Smart are going to be out. Tatum, White, they're all going to sit. Here we go. Bogdan gets the ball over half court. He is a point guard. Be interesting to see how he shoots here. He's usually good for 20 points a game, but see, he moves around the top, inside, down into the paint, over into the corner, gives it to White, kicks it back out to Bogdan for 3, and doesn't go. Harding on the move, dribbles down into the paint, going to take it himself, score for 2. So, right from the just outside of the circle, down below in the paint, Bogdan's got it, getting fancy. They swing it up around the outside. Down over, White to Griffin. And it looks like they're going to call Harrell on a foul. Okay. Ooh, I think that's a shooting foul. Yeah, they're going to send him. Yep. So Griffin will get 2 shots from the foul line. He's on a 1-year, $2.9 million deal with the Celtics. And he misses his first. Got to make those, man. The charity line is where games are won and lost sometimes. Here we go. Griffin, his second shot. It's up and in. So he'll add one more on. Makes the score 25-18. And there's only a minute 40 left. We are still in the first. Harden down the court. Directing traffic. Around the outside. Comes over to the top center. Fakes the three. Kicks it around. Three-pointer. No good. Yang misses the three. White brings it down. Drives it down to the paint. Has it stolen. 76ers the other way. They come back around from the wing. Three-pointer. No good. Bogdan gets it. Dribbles down. Gets inside. Kicks it out. Williams for three. Good to go. Harding's going to get the ball in the inbound play. Brings it down court. Over half. Directing traffic. Doing a little in and out. Nang swings around. Harden around him with the screen. Into the paint. Kicks it back out. They swing it back around the top. Moving the ball back to the right. Three. And they are saying that Harden is fouled by Griffin? Oh, come on. I don't even buy this right now. You are fouling. This dude has been fouled 3 times from the 3-point line. He has gotten 9 free shots at that basket. There is no excuse for that. He is one of the worst 3-point shooters that there are. And you are fouling him. That is not how you win games. That is not how you win this game. You cannot keep fouling James Harden at the 3-point line when he's shooting a 3. Just can't do it. Wow. Wow. Subscriber mode only. What? It should not be. This should not be. Is it in subscriber mode only? It should not be in subscriber mode only for the chat. That feature was definitely taken off. Hold on a minute here. I just looked down and said subscriber mode. I'm like, what is this? Oh, here we go. Bogdan. Putting a couple on the board. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Down to the paint. House. Misses the layup. Oh. Tatum tries to save it. Harrell couldn't hold on to it. They kick it around, and House is going to get fouled. Wow. All right. Let's see if we can... no, it says subscriber mode only. That should not be like that. Nope. Anyone should be able to do that. Save that, please. There we go. Holy cow. Sorry about that. I don't know who else has been in here, but... Man, I don't know how that ended up like that. I definitely turned that off before we started. Holy cow. All right. So, here we go. All right, let's get back to it. Now that we've straightened ourselves out. Tatum down for the shot. Draws the foul. Just outside the paint, down low. It's definitely sending me Magic Band pics. I like it. All right. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. Please make sure you are hitting that like button as we are navigating our first Celtics game here this year. Here we go. All right. Tatum, 2 for 2 in his free throws. House with the rebound as time expires. And at the end of one, we have 76ers 29, Celtics 24. And we will get set for second quarter action. Who is your favorite team? Put it in the chat. We welcome all teams here, not just Celtics or 76er fans, and hopefully some of them have found us. But we are fans of every team here. We just like sports in general. Basketball is definitely a huge yes in my book. Basketball and football are very, very big for sure. It's weird. My thumbnail for this video is not. I don't know what is going on, but it is not doing its thing. It is not doing its thing here. Yes, they do. They absolutely need to take the lead now. Still shopping. You can still shop. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's fun to watch a couple different teams too. So you could always go that way with it. Trying to get myself set up here during the commercial break. It's always interesting to see what's happening early on in basketball. I think it's it's very telling where teams line up, especially in the first that first 20 games is really crucial. Kind of feel yourself out and see where you're going to land. The other game that's on tonight starts at 10 o'clock. It's the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors will go at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT. So if you're in the mood for a little more basketball action, depending upon where you live, that could be something for you. Here we go. All right, second quarter action underway. Here we go. Bogdan for 2. All right. Let's get back into it here. What do we do? What is going on here? Something is not right. One last thing. Yep. There we go. Oh. There we go. All right. So. All right. Perfect. So, here we go. Celtics on the move. Swinging it around the top to Tatum. There's the block. Shoots. And off the rim. Rebound by Horford, who's back in. Bogdan can't get it to go. Can't not get it to go. Well, there was a good three-point shot missed, a 27-footer by Tatum. And Horford, who's back in the game now, was able to get the rebound, and Brogdon missed. What are we saying? There's a whistle here. Tatum's talking with one of the officials. It should go to the Maxey, right? Yep, Maxey for the 76ers with the foul. So this will go. Brogdon cutting with the layup in for 2. White gets the assist on that. Here we go. 76ers, top of the key. Down into the paint, up. And there's a block, and oh, they're going to call a foul on Grant Williams. Fouls Embiid. Well, that's his third personal foul. Things are getting really sticky for the Celtics with big men, because now you have Williams and Horford both in foul trouble, and we're not even past halfway yet. All right, here we go. So Grant Williams goes to the bench. He's going to grab a seat. Embiid at the line, shoots, scores. Here we go. Tatum down into the paint, drives, floater, in. 2 points. Closing that gap. Celtics slow burn. 76ers on the move. Wow, Maxey long 3. Can't get it to go. Horford with the rebound. Tatum pushing the ball up over center. Moving it around the outside. White with the screen. Tatum, top of the key, into the paint. Foul called. This one's going against Niang. That'll be his first personal foul. And Tatum trying to drive down into the paint. Stopped. You could see he was going for it too. That was definitely going to be 2. But he'll go to the line and try to make his 2 here. And his first one bounces off the front of the rim. And Celtics are gonna sub White out for Jaylen Brown now, who will come back into the game. Here we go. Azula, he's the Celtics interim head coach this year. He is the youngest coach in the NBA. Tatum hits his second. Here we go. 76ers moving the ball down the left-hand side, just outside the paint. They swing it around up top. Back over to the left in the corner. White on guard. Looking. Harris trying to go down and in. And it is out of bounds. Shoot away. Here we go. Oh, yeah, look at them. Woo, doubling up. They are correct. They are doubling up. Long three. Can't make it go. Tucker trying to save it for the 76ers. Couldn't. Comes up a little short. And the Celtics will get to inbound the ball. So Tatum will throw the ball in. Here we go. Inbound the ball. Brogdon on the move. Brings it up to midcourt. They get it over. Down, bounce pass into Tatum at the top of the key. Throws it back out to Brogdon. Down into the paint. Moves it underneath to Brown. Oh! Woo! Was that Brown? Nope. That was Vonleh. Man, these guys, some of these guys got similar hairstyles. And as big as my TV is, I'm like struggling to see the white. The white is just glaring against those dark green uniforms. And the 76ers are going to lose it. What is going on? Why are they... There we go. Now we're talking. Man, there was a scramble for the ball on the ground. And Vonleh, with the steal, just sat there. Didn't move his feet. Scrambling for it. And they finally caught below the whistle, and they're going to give it to the Celtics. They went right to commercial. So, this is... Oh, yeah, here we go. All right. Here we go. We're at TV commercial right now, but welcome on in. For those of you just joining me here, glad you found it. Mike O'Reilly, what's happening? I am going to try to call that Monday night game if I can make it work. That would be. I think it's going to be a great game. I think the Monday night game is going to be awesome. Just me, but I think it's going to be awesome. Celtics have a really the Patriots have a really good shot at winning that game, and I think we're going to see Zappy in again. I think we are. Could be wrong, but nice, Michael. Let's go Celtics. Trying to get my ooh. Here we go. All right. I don't know if he plays better than Mac. I think he's just gelling with that offense a little bit more. I really do. I just think he's gelling a little bit better. For whatever the reason is, whether it's, Mac is asking too many questions or what have you. I just think for whatever the reason is, he's just gelling a little bit better. But as we roll in towards halftime of this Celtics and 76ers game with 8:13 remaining here in the half, some of the point leaders here, Tatum with 11, Brogdon with 8 now as he's coming off the bench, pushing towards that 20 points per game off the bench average. Jaylen Brown with 7. On the other side of the ball, we have Harding with 16, Harris with 8, and Ebdin with 5. And the Celtics are going to put 2 more on the board. Here we go. 76ers on the move. Maxey, shot from the outside. Good for 2. Top left of the key on that one. All right. Brown over half court. Thought about the 3, pulled it back. Horford, back to Brown. Down over to Horford. Down underneath. Up. Oh, kicks it out to Marcus Smart. Way outside. Drives into the paint. Smart for 2. Good to go at the buzzer. Celtics take the lead. 40-37. Here we go. Down the other end of the court. Maxey, 2 points. That's 7 points for him on the night. Marcus Smart hands it off to Jaylen Brown at the top. Shoots, and off the front of the rim. And there is a foul on the play. And it is on Melton. It's going to be a shooting foul. That means Jaylen Brown will go to the line for 3. Jaylen Brown with 7 points on the night so far. Oh, Melton pushed. Melton pushed Vonleh into Brown. That's where the foul come from. Brown makes his first. Here we go. Shot is up, and he puts 2 away. Yes. Whew, came in and out there a little bit. So, Brown's got 2 of the 3 drained. 9 points on the night with that one. They're going to sub Tatum back in, and they're going to sub Hauser back out. Brown with his last one, and it's good. Just as good as shooting a 3-pointer. 10 points on the night for Jaylen Brown. Harding on the inbound. Over midcourt. Comes down the right-hand side on the outside. Kicks it around to the left. Back over to Harding, down top of the paint. Kick it out, top left, way far. Left corner, good for 3. Harris, 11 points on the night, 24-footer. Drains it from way outside. Tatum over half court. Bounces it back. Smart picks the ball up. Back to the top. Top of the key. Twisting around the outside. Working into the paint. Looking. Shoulder. Turn. Shoots. Off the front of the rim. Kick it out to Harding. Pushes it down the court. Has to check up. Come back up. Around the outside. Here we go. Harding for 3. Puts 3 down. Philadelphia back on top. 45-43. 6 minutes left here to play. Marcus Smart brings the ball down over half court. Gives it to Brown at the top. Works his way around. Foul on the play. It should be a foul on the floor. It's his first personal foul on Harris. So, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if the Celtics are going for the screen. I think Harris just kind of got in the way. He was in the middle of it. It'll be an inbound. It's a non-shooting foul. So they inbound the ball to Marcus Smart, who's trying to point direct traffic. They give it back. Tatum picks it up from the outside for 3. Oh, around the rim. Can't get it to go. Celtics can't hold on to the ball. Horford tried. Couldn't get it. So 76ers will take it in from underneath. They give it to Harding. Brings it up over half court. Directing traffic. Top right. Swing the ball around again. Driving down into the paint goes Maxey. Good for 2. Smart on the inbound. Taking his time down the court. Dishes it out to Brown. Into the paint from the top. Good for 2. A little bit of a floater there, about 15 feet out. Here we go. Harden down the court. Harris, top of the paint. Pushing. Top of the key here. Kicks it out. Down outside to the right. It's up and in. 3-point shot for Harris. 14 points on the night. Fast down the other end. Oh, and there we go. Jaylen Brown for 2 more. Nice pull-up. The Celtics moved the ball quick. 76ers trying to answer. Little give and go by Harding underneath, and it's good. Hook for Tucker for 2 on the hook shot. Brown with the ball. They move it around the outside. Tatum from way out. Can't go. Pushing the ball. Harding down. Top of the paint. He's going to move it around the left-hand side. Flip it around. Left top. Right top. Swinging the ball for 3. Good to go. Embiid. 8 points on the night. Assist for Maxey. It's his second assist for Maxey on the night. Celtics moving the ball around now. Tatum back to Brown. Brown's looking. Tries to go. Horford from the outside. 3! From the far left corner. That's his 3 points on the night. Harding moving the ball around. Gets to the top of the key. Into the paint. Kicks it back out. Making a couple of moves as Harris underneath. Swinging hook shot. Can't get it to go. Tatum on the rebound. Celtics moving the ball down. Real quick. Down into the paint. Floater. Foul. And 1. Jason Tatum. And 1. And they're going to give that foul to Harris. It's going to be a shooting foul. So Tatum, with the reverse layup, draws the foul. Celtics will sub out Horford and sub in Brogdon. Oh, lady, if you know, you know. We'll get TD Garden rocking for a strong 3. I hope so. And Tatum drains his foul shot. He is 1 of 1 on the night. Or 1 of 1 for that shot, I should say, on the night here. For his 1-on-1. Getting his and 1 in. Harding down into the paint. Can't get it to go. Celtics, scramble for the rebound. Can't hold on to the ball. Kick it out to Harris at the top. Swings it around to the left. Still on the outside. And whistle on the play. Marcus Smart. Personal foul. Ooh, 13 fouls against Boston. Philadelphia is over the limit, meaning they're going to go 1-on-1 for all the next fouls now. And there's another one. Harris down in, gets it 2 and 1. Foul is on Vonleh. That's his 3rd personal foul. This Celtics team is in trouble with the fouls right now. And Vonleh just he turned and Harris was right there and he just literally crashed into him. That was terrible. All right, here's the free throw for Embiid. And it goes. All right, Celtics over half court. Tatum with the ball. Moves it around. They swing it. Brogdon across the top of the key. Down into the paint. Looking. Head fake. Turns. Hook shot. 2 points. Looking for the foul. Officials say there's no foul there. Awesome. Awesome play. Good drive. Nice spin. Stuck with it. Harding for three. Can't make it. He was all by himself. All by himself. Smart moves the ball to Tatum down into the paint. Reverse layup for two is good. Jason Tatum. 57-58, 1 point game. 76ers up by 1. 2:06 to go. And now it'll go the other way. 76ers throw the ball away. I don't know what they were talking about here. Wow. I don't know what was going on there. All right. So, Emlid turned the ball over, and Philadelphia calls a timeout with 2:06 left to play here in the half. Celtics are finally on the move here. What a game. What a great game. So while we were at the timeout, the TV timeout, take you around the game real quick with the point leaders. Tatum with 16, Brown with 14, Brogdon with 10 right now for the Celtics. For the Philly, Harden with 19, Harris with 14, and Embiid with 11. When we look at rebounds, Tatum 4, Horford 3, Griffin 3, Embiid, jeez, with 6, Tucker with 3, Harding with 2. The 76ers are struggling to rebound a little bit. That is absolutely for sure. Interestingly enough, Marcus Smart has 5 assists so far. Highest in the game between both teams. Harding only has 3. Very, very interesting here. And Tatum and Brown, of course, soaking up most of the minutes, with Brown in for just over 16.5 and Tatum in for just under 18.5 minutes of play so far. Everybody else seems to be hovering in the 10 to 12 mark, with the exception of Marcus Smart, who's got just about 15.5 minutes of play for himself. Interestingly enough, James Harden only has 17 minutes of play. So you can see the 5 that are really just carrying the 76ers, which are Harris, Tucker, Embiid, Maxey, and Harding. All have 15 to 18 minutes of play. This will be interesting going into the second half because these guys are going to be tired. It's the first game out, game speed. So hopefully the Celtics seem to be a little bit better at, rotating their personnel in and out and kind of making everybody play an even amount of time. Hopefully that'll help them going forward so the Celtics kind of have the legs underneath them in the second half to pull the win out here while the 76ers will be tanking, so to speak. Really interesting thing if you are like a really data-driven, like sports kind of player. It's interesting that if you go to NBA.com, they track in real time all the shots, like where they're coming from, where they're going to. So it is definitely it is super interesting. But here we go, back to the action. Just under 2 minutes to go. Brown turns, spin move, rolls it in for 2. Here we go. Harding down the court. 76ers are all starting to walk down the court now instead of run like they were at first. A little give and go around the top, around the outside. There's Maxey swinging it around to the right. Moves it down. Down underneath. Can't make it go. Cannot finish. Celtics with the rebound. Moving the ball. Now it's Harrell with the miss. Brown moves down into the paint. Looks, floater, in for 2. Jaylen Brown, 2 points on the little 7-foot floater there. Harding, way outside so far, outside the circle. Setting up the pick. Moves around the pick. Down. Gives it over to Harrow. Can't make it go. They swing it to the outside. Back around the top to Harding. 1 second left on the shot clock. Shoots. And he drains it from about 30 feet out. That is absolutely absurd. Probably the worst three-point shooter out there. That should not be happening. Holy cow. Brown trying to answer. Can't get it to go. Harding with the rebound. Turns. Pushes down the court. Rest of the team trying to keep up. There's a little give and go back door. Wow. Big finish. Big finish by Harrow. With the dunk. Little authority there. Celtics slowing it down as they come off. Brogdon hands it off to Smart. Smart's telling him, go. Get out. Go down and around. Smart going to take the last shot of the game with less than 10 seconds to go. Whistle. 8.4 left. And that is Maxey. They're going to call Maxey for a foul on the floor. It'll send Marcus Smart to the line because they are in that area of the game. Too many team fouls, too many combined fouls. Every foul goes to the line. Starts out one-on-one. That'll be Maxey's third personal foul. And they're going to sub White for Griffin right now. Marcus Smart makes his first shot. So Griffin goes to the bench. White comes back in. Hui! Got a terrible Black Dog t-shirt. Not doing me justice. Marcus Smart, second one made. Final seconds, winding down. 6, 5. Harding over half court. 4, 3. Harding's going to do this all himself for 3. And an air ball. Total miss. Total miss. So at the half, it is Philly 63, Celtics 63, in what has been a very exciting home opener for the Boston Celtics at the Garden. How is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Welcome on in. Please make sure you have hit that like button on your way in. Thanks for joining me here. You've caught the Boston Celtics 76ers game. It's the home opener for the Boston Celtics. They are at the TD Garden up in Boston, Massachusetts. And right now the game is currently tied 63-all. In what has been a very exciting, high-scoring game. I think the over/under on the Celtics was like 53.5, and man, I would have taken that over all day long. This Celtics team is going to be scoring a lot of points. Make no mistake about it. They will score a lot of points this year. So if you are into that sort of stuff, I would definitely recommend, depending upon how much the over-under is, I would always almost recommend this year taking the over with the Celtics. They're going to just score an incredible amount of points. They have all the right pieces, and they are going to make a go at it. So, at the half, we have Jaylen Brown, who has taken over as the points leader for the Celtics with 18. Tatum has 16, and new man, sixth man off the bench, Malcolm Brogdon has 10. We expect him to be good for an average of about 20 points per game. So this is lining up, and he seems to be doing exactly what he was brought here to do. On the other side of the ball, the 76ers, who have been struggling defensively to snag rebounds, You have James Harden leading the way, which I'm sure is no surprise, with 22 points. Tobias Harris with 14, and Joel Embiid with 11. Again, on the defensive side, the 76ers have really struggled to getting solid, consistent rebounding so far. This is really early on in the season, though. I expect that this will change as time rolls on here over the year for them. So, we are currently TV commercial break. We are at halftime. It is 63-63. Both teams will come back with 5 timeouts apiece. And let's see, tonight at 10 o'clock on TNT is the second game tonight. It is, for us here on the East Coast, it is a very late game. But it will be the LA Lakers taking on the Golden State Warriors. So if you are looking for a little more NBA action after I am done here with the Celtics, you will have that game to look forward to. Pierce, what is happening, Pierce? So as you guys can see, for those of you that are just kind of hanging out, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the month, which will be coming up. It's nothing big, but it is worth $10. So for every 1 hour of watch time you have with me, you will get one ticket entry into the drawing. And Streamlabs, which is the program I use when I stream these games, and most of my other stuff, it keeps track of how much watch time everybody has. So, the more watch time you get, the more entries you're going to have. You're happy we didn't do a post-game last weekend. Why? What happened, Pierce? Please do tell. Why are you so happy that there's no post-game? I don't understand. I just don't understand. Makes no sense to me. Profanity-laced tirade. I would not understand why. Why? That makes no sense to me at all. You had no reason to be mad. Your Lions performed exactly how I was hoping they would. At least as a Patriots fan, that's what I was hoping for. I was honestly, though, surprised by like the end, by the score, because, man, I really thought that we would see, the Detroit Lions just to switch to, I guess, an NFL mode while we're here at halftime. I guess I was kind of surprised that they didn't at least score 3 touchdowns, right? Because they were averaging, 30-plus points a game. Say, okay, it's probably one of the better defenses they've faced all year, and boy, they pulled a clanker, man. Dan Campbell is a high school coach. Aaron Glenn's a moron. Well, I don't know if, man, you gotta really think about that being true after last week. Like, seriously. Take the ball out of Goff's hands. Why? Why would that? Doesn't even make sense. That makes no sense at all. That makes 0 sense right now. 0. It was absolutely incredible. All right. Well, if you are new here, make sure you are hitting that like button. Getting ourselves going here and getting our feet underneath us. Hence high school coach. With our first NBA game. Oh, look at that! And there is Shaq on the halftime game. No kidding. Shaq out there making the money, man. I actually heard a ridiculous stat today when I was driving home, which was that Charles Barkley just signed a brand new contract with, I don't know if it was ESPN or NBC or something like that, or NBA, like TV or whatever it is. I can't remember. Maybe it's Fox. But he just signed some like $200 million contract to like go on TV and do his broadcasting thing. I already have my Cowboys fans friends agreeing to leave me alone this weekend. Oh, Pierce, you're probably going to need it with them because I have a funny feeling that they are way better than the Patriots. Just saying. Just saying. You thought the Patriots were tough to handle. I think that Cowboys team is a little bit better, and if Dak comes back, I can only imagine that'll make it exponentially worse. So for those of you maybe popping on in and out here, we are at halftime of the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76er's, where the score is tied 63-63. So hopefully the Boston Celtics will pull off the win here, but there is definitely no guarantee. Oh, Pierce, the next 2 weeks are going to be hard on you, man. They are going to be hard on you. Holy cow. All right. There's the one thing that I don't like about basketball is that I tend, at least NBA wise anyways, I find that their like halftime process is just almost all commercials. You know, when you compare it to like, say, the NFL. Like, the NFL has a lot going on at halftime. Interviews, stats, and they throw it around. And there are some commercials, but the NBA, man, is just like commercial. Like, dude, give me a break here. All right. Well, give me 2 seconds. We are going to grab something to drink. Give me a minute. All right. Here we go. We are back. Thanks for hanging out with me here. Amanda, welcome in. What is happening? Nice to see you in here. Welcome to our NBA broadcast tonight. Got the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers at the TD Garden. We do have to contain our excitement just a tiny bit, as the little influencer is going to sleep upstairs. Absolutely awesome and delighted to have you all stopping on in here. We are currently at halftime. We should be getting back to the action momentarily, though, because halftime is going to be just about over right now. But it is tied score at half, 76. That's the team, 63-63. Pierce Ndoko has not been officially fired yet, although many predict that it is coming because... So, what Pierce is referring to, for those of you that are just coming in here, is the head coach for the Boston Celtics has been suspended for a whole year because of a team rule violation, which was he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. So what does that mean? The woman was much older. Like, she was well beyond 18 years old. She's a couple of kids. She's married. She was the, I believe her title was service manager. So what the service manager typically does for a basketball team is they will set up all the travel, and making sure that the team has a hotel and a flight, and they have all their equipment trucks and all this stuff going. So it was with this woman, and the rumor seems to be is that the woman's husband found out and blew the whistle on them. So the Celtics have a rule in place that says basically that is not supposed to happen, right? That your players and head coaches are not supposed to fraternize with the help. And, they got caught, so they suspended him for the whole season, as not the NBA, but as the Celtics organization proper. And that is a ball handler. And it goes on in every team, major league athletic team sport. Everybody knows it does. So this is very heavy-handed, and, the people are surmising around here is that it's because they want to fire him and not have to pay his salary, and this would set them up to do that. So, but they have the youngest head coach now ever in the NBA coaching them. So, and here we go. Just like I said, back to the action. Celtics on the move, and they cannot get... Oh, and now we're going to a scuffle. Jaylen Brown's in it. Oh boy, here we go. So, somebody, I don't know if it was Marcus Smart or somebody went for the layup, missed it. Emdig came down with the rebound, and it must have been Jaylen Brown. His arm was caught between his chest and the ball, and they were kind of fighting for it. Oh no, it was Marcus Smart. Got Marcus's Smart hand caught in the crease of his elbow, kind of like this, and was yanking on it. And Marcus Smart was like, dude, like, seriously. And as Ebden was walking away, he grabbed him by the ankle. You could see him going, hey, And Jaylen Brown come over to help out his teammate. And the bench is quasi-cleared there for a second. Interesting. Oh, and now the officials come over to the table. They must want to sort out the punishment here. Interesting. So there's going to be a personal foul, I believe, that goes against Marcus Smart. So there's a personal foul for flopping because Marcus Smart went down to the ground. And then when he turned around and he pulled on the ankle, that gave him yet another foul. So he got his second and third foul. Now that was not a flop. He was literally ripped down to the ground. That's a terrible call. The NBA is going like just extreme the other way with some of these calls. Technical foul has been assessed to Smart. Yep. Wow. Wow. And now the TNT broadcasters are talking about predictions, and so they're saying that when Embiid went back, Embiid went back. It wasn't. They didn't deem it enough to push Marcus Smart down to the floor. So they're saying basically he flopped and faked it. So that drew a technical foul for Marcus Smart. And then when he grabbed the guy's ankle, that's where the second one comes in. But I don't know if the Celtics are challenging this. Interesting. So who else is getting a foul here? Wow. Wow. So now they think they may be assessing more fouls on other players that came over and got into the fray here. Huh. Embiid now they're calling him. Embiid. That's what we'll call him, I guess, Embiid. Now, he had his... you got to feel that guy's wrist in your elbow. And he, very flagrantly, yanks on it. All right, so there's nothing else there. They're calling it. We're going to get the technical foul. After the technical foul here, they're going to have a side-out ball, which means the 76ers will get to inbound it from the side. Boy, it really seems like the officials are picking on the Celtics here when it comes to all these flagrant fouls and technical fouls. All right. And to shoot the technical foul, they send Harding to the line. Of course, he makes one, making that his 23rd point of the night. All right. So, 76ers inbound the ball up over midcourt. Bring it around the top of the house here. Maxey back around to Harding at the top. Back to Maxey. Back to Harding. They swing it around to the right. Looks, shoots. Embiid. And that looks like... Oh, and there's a foul on Al Horford. Oh, come on, dude. That is another terrible call. So now Al Horford has 3. 1 offensive, 3 defensive. So he has 4. Oh, and Embiid, here we go. And Smart staring each other down. Harding with the foul. Now Smart's jaw jacking out there. Boy, this is starting to get real chippy here, folks. All right, so Smart was definitely fouled. There was no doubt about that. Celtics inbounding the ball. Inbounded to Brown. Horford back to Brown. Stuck at the top. They swing it around to the outside. Looking at Tatum down in the corner. Down over. Shot from the floor. 2 points. 76ers on the offense. They get it around the top. Maxey back to Harding. Looking. Throws it over. Embiid at the top. Moves it around. He's going to take a 3. No good. Off the side of the rim. Tatum with the rebound. Push it down to White. Back out to Horford. Fakes the 3. Down into the paint. Moving in. Elbow. And rolls around the rim. Can't get it to fall. Harding pushing the ball back down the floor. They throw it out to the side. Oh, and does not go. Harris misses the jump shot. Oh, White with the 16-footer. Down in the paint. And that's going to be a foul. Send White to the free throw line. Embiid is who the foul is on. And White cannot get it to go. Missed opportunity to tie or to add one more point to take a 2-point lead, I should say. 76ers on the move. Celtics end of the court. There's Maxey down into the paint. Looks, fires, can't get it off. Tatum pushes it to Smart under the basket. Foul! Can't get it to fall, but Marcus Smart will go to the line on a shooting foul by James Harden. That'll be his second. Philadelphia will now call the timeout. This is what we're talking about. A little momentum shift here. And coming out of the timeout, we will see Marcus Smart shooting for 2 at the line. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello. You have found the Boston Celtics, Philadelphia 76ers game. Please hit that like button. My name is Sean Urban. Thank you for being here. This is our first ever basketball game. Doing it solo. Usually when I call a basketball game, I have a live, I should say. I have a broadcast partner with me. And it's a little bit easier to get a little more excited, especially when your child is not sleeping upstairs. If you like what we're doing here, check out the rest of our YouTube channel. We do a little bunch of bits of everything. We do some Disney, we do zoo streams and beer streams, which I would love to get a beer stream in. I would love to get a beer stream in this week. It's probably going to be this weekend. More than likely. More than likely this weekend. Oh, man. We are 9 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the third period of this Celtics game. It is their home opener here in Boston at the TD Garden, north end of Boston. All right. Thank you all for the likes. I appreciate it. We are at TV commercial. We'd like to welcome everybody on in. If you are looking for a little more NBA action, once I am done here, you will see the LA Lakers and the Golden State Warriors, and that tip-off is at 10 p.m. Eastern. provided this game doesn't go longer than that. We are at TV timeout. Ooh, man. They are showcasing Joel MD right now. All right. Here we are, back at the action. Harding over half court. Embiid shoots 2 from the floor. Celtics, Tatum taking it out, pushing it down the court. Celtics moving around, swing it out to Smart at the top. Over to White. White directing some traffic. Down to Tatum, just outside the paint. Looking to make a move here. Spin's going to throw off the back foot. 2 points from the floor. Great shot. Oh, look at this. Maxey can't get the 3 to fall. Tatum back. Moves it down to Brown. Into the paint. Swings it out and over. Good for 2. Lays it in. Roll off the finger. Floating off to the left-hand side. Using his right hand to float it on in. Harding. Oh, backdoor pass. Out to the outside. To the right. Can't get it to go. Tatum. Rebound. Pushes it over. Horford. Top of the paint. Brown. Down into the corner for 3. White can't get it to fall. Here we go. Harding. Top. Down into the paint. Moves. Gives it to Embiid. Can't get it to go. Celtics on the move. They move it down. Tatum on the outside. Down into the paint. Can't get it to go. Fouled. Foul is on Tucker. That's his second personal foul. Tatum's at the line. And he sinks his first shot. Here we go. Makes his second. All right, 76er's moving it down. Embiid. Harding to the outside. Comes up around the top. Maxey swings it down into the corner. Back and around. Top of the key. Embiid looking down into the paint. Oh, it's a steal by White. Oh, gives it over to Tatum. Lays it in for 2. Celtics ahead 76-70. 7:30 remains here in the third. Harding on the move. At the top, Tatum almost had it. Moving the ball back around. Harding's looking for a pick. Gets one. Into the top of the key, top of the paint. Finger roll up and in from about 12 feet out. Celtics on the inbound. Move it down the other end. Give it to Tatum. Down into the paint. No look pass to Horford down the corner. Oh, can't get the 3 to fall. 76ers. Harding. White. Jaylen Brown with the steal. Picks it off. Jaylen Brown with the dunk. Harden was trying one of those fancy no-look passes to Maxey, and Brown picked it right off, went coast to coast, and slammed it down. Now Harding is over talking to the officials. Philadelphia calls a timeout. What a great pick and fast break by Jaylen Brown, finishing with the slam dunk. Holy cow. This has been an incredible back and forth battle between these two teams. Celtics are currently in the lead. This is the third quarter. We got 6:41 left. They are up 78-72. And this has been a high-scoring game so far. I can almost guarantee you both teams would go over 100. I would not be shocked if this game ended at like 115, like 103, give or take, somewhere in there. I could see that happening for sure. So, I have a Discord for those of you just popping on in. Make sure you hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing here, why don't you pop on over into Discord, into the Streamer Society. I have a sub channel in there. There's a bunch of streamers. We kind of got herded together and we're there. I do a lot of other stuff on the channel. I'll be calling just about every New England Patriots game. I think there's one or two I can't. For the rest of the football season. So we do that basically once a week. We're going to have a beer stream coming up here this weekend. We're going to be closing out the Tiki Bar out back, trying to finish off that Sam's Keg, and we're going to try to find a brewery to go to because it is the fall here in New England, and that is one of the things that we like to do around here. It gets to be this time of year. All the winter warmers start coming out, so there's a whole host of brand new craft beer from a bunch of different small breweries that we like to hit. We are talking about making our trek to Yankee Candle. So that may actually happen this weekend as well. That's always a fun stream to watch when we get out there, especially if you or somebody you have likes to shop. It is definitely the stream to watch, and if we're lucky, at the Yankee Candle, factory where they make Yankee Candle and they sell it now. We typically will pop in because Santa's always there, so we always pop in to see Santa Claus. The last time we were there, if you watched the stream, Santa he was still kind of doing the COVID thing pretty heavy out here, and Santa was video. He's real. He was live, but it was like a Zoom call with Santa to the North Pole. So it was definitely a different take, something I'd never done before. But all right, here we go. Back on. Oh, look at that, and the over/under for points now went from 216 to 234. I told you, both these teams go well over 100. I just said that. Harding, top of the key, 2. Wow. Great shot by Harding. Solid, right from the floor. Smart, pushing the ball down. Swing it to the left. Give it over. Oh. Foul. Who is that? Oh, that's Harris called for a foul on the floor against Marcus Smart. So there we go. Be a team foul. 6:05 left here in the third. They'll send Marcus Smart to the charity line. They're going to sub out White for Brogdon. Smart makes his first. Marcus Smart, 10 points on the night. So, let's see. And I just want to double check that to make sure I'm correct. Yep, there we go. Tatum with 24 points. Jaylen Brown with 22. Marcus Smart will hit his second for 11 points on the night. And here come the 76ers. Over midcourt. Harding passes the ball. They're moving it around the outside. Top dead center. And there is a foul. I think this one's going against Horford. This could be his 5th. Who is this going against here? That's 4 on Horford. All right. Horford's out. Vonleh's in. Celtics are going to get into foul trouble here. Here we go. On the inbound play. Harding. On the outside. Moves it to Tucker in the corner. 3. Closes the gap. 2. 2-point play. I thought it was 3. But it just went from 74 to 76. Here we go. Brogdon looks. Tatum, one dribble in. Good jump shot from the floor. 2 points for Tatum. Here we go. 76ers on the move down into the paint. Oh, and that's a 4th foul. Embiid. Gonna go to the line again. Oh man, this is foul number 4 for Vonleh. The Celtics are gonna start running out of bodies here in a minute. They don't get themselves settled down. And he makes his first. And he will make his second. It's a score 78-82. 4-point close game here. 5:17 left in the third. Celtics inbounding the ball. Here we go. Marcus Smart racing down the court. Brings it up top. Moving around. Inside the circle. Back outside. Up top for the 3. No good to go. Gets his own rebound. Turns. Kicks it out. Shot. No good again. Jaylen Brown misses. Tatum misses. Oh, Tatum with the steal. Here we go. Down into the paint. 2-step and in. Coast to coast. Second time that's happened tonight with the Celtics team. We could use some more of that here. Embiid. Out. Stolen. Bogdan. Down the court. Bounce pass. Over. Oh, Brown can't hold on to it. Working into the paint. And now everybody settles down. Oh, with the 3! Marcus Smart! Here we go. 76ers over the half court. Coming around. Take the 3. Bounces out. Tatum with the rebound. Down over half court. Comes down in. Pulls back. Shoots the 3. 3! Jason Tatum! 31 points on the night. 76ers moving the ball around. Harding around the top. Left side. Moving back into the center. He's looking to go down to the paint. Tried a little shake and fouled call. Who's that on? That's on Brogdon. Brogdon with the foul. That's his second on the night. Here we go. It's 3:28 remaining in the third. So Harden, he'll hit his first. Puts 28 points in his back pocket on the night. Harold goes in. House goes out for the 76ers. Harden hits his second. Boston on the inbound. Brogdon bringing the ball up over half. With Harden. Comes out. Tatum to Smart. Back to Tatum. Into the paint. Turnover. 76ers rush it back down. Into the paint. Up and can't get it to go. Ball's bobbled. Smart recovers. Passes it up to Brown. They push it down the floor and then slow up. They slow up. And Brown knees the ball out of bounds. .241 left here in the third. Celtics 90. 76ers 82. Philly on the move. Harden with the ball. Trying to go down and in. Getting a little fancy here. Trying to cut down into the paint. He does. Rolls it in off the fingertip for two. Here we go. Marcus Smart. Down the court. Down into the paint. Turns. No looker pass to Brogdon. Out to Williams in the corner. Three! Grant Williams. Three! Wow! Williams with the 25-footer from the corner. Here we go. Harden over half. Tried to set the pick. Breaks. Tatum and Harden. Trying to get around him. Can't. Harden passes the ball off. Swing it around the outside to the left. Back to Harden on the right. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to step up, step back, takes the three. Can't get it to go. And on the rebound, Brogdon can't hold on to it. Goes out of bounds. Philadelphia will get the inbound ball. Jaylen Brown's going to have a seat. White comes back into the game for him. Here we go. 76ers on the inbound. Harrell gives it over. Back to Harrell. Down into the paint and charged. There's a charging foul on Harrell. Marcus Smart was literally just standing there waiting for him. Harrell turned around, took a step, and Smart was there already just waiting. And he ran him right over. And Marcus Smart took the charge like a champ. Boston calls timeout. Great run right now by the Boston Celtics. This is where they need to stay now. They need to keep this up for the rest of the night. This is what we're looking for. If you are a Celtics fan, this is exactly what you are looking for. A little bit around the league while they're at TV timeout. Let's give you guys a little bit of what's going on here. So our scoring leaders right now for this game: Jason Tatum with 31, Jaylen Brown at 22, and Marcus Smart at 14. No surprise there if you're a Celtics fan and have watched them at all in the last 2 to 3 years. And over on the Philadelphia 76ers side, no surprise at all that James Harden is leading with 31 points, followed by Embiid with 19 and Harris with 14. Celtics do have to be a little careful with their fouls right now. As a couple of these guys are into foul trouble. Here we go. So, Celtics, 76% on their two-pointers, 58% overall shooting on the night. Zipping the ball around. Celtics on the inbound. Here we go. Tatum's got it. He's looking. He's just going to pull up. Oh, yeah. Jason Tatum, hold my beer. 18-foot jumper from the floor. Double covered. Philly back down the other end. Harden directing traffic. Brings Harrell out. Gives the ball over. Back. Pulls up. No shot. Ball's bobbled. Here we go. Williams with the rebound. Back to Tatum. Goes down into the corner. He's going to pull up. No good. Off the rim. Was looking for the 24-footer. Couldn't get it to go. 76ers moving the ball around. Shot. 3 points by Melton. That's 5 points on the night for him. Brogdon brings the ball up the court. Down into the paint. Shoots. Oh, can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound. Back up. Gets fouled. Can't get the shot to fall. He'll go to the foul line. Shooting 2. House with the foul. That was a very, very tough shot for Brogdon to try to pull off. You know, he drove down. The first shot wasn't bad. It was the follow-up off the rebound was tough. He was in an awkward position. Almost had it. His first one goes through the ring. Tatum's going to sub out for Griffin, who comes in. Interesting substitutions here. Looks like the Celtics are trying to save everything they got here in the last 30 seconds so their scorers get their legs underneath them. Celtics in the lead, 97-85 currently. Brogdon, second shot, goes in. He's got 12 points on the night. Philly pushing the ball down. It looks like Harden's come out of the game. Interesting. In for the Celtics right now is Williams, Griffin, Smart, White, and Brogdon. Top of the key, off balance. No shot. Foul on the floor. It's going to be on Harrell. That's his third. Let's see what happens here. Nang was going down. Had to pull up for a little jumper. And I don't know what happened there. I don't know what Harold did there. That didn't even look like a foul. And I'm a Celtics fan. I think we caught a break there. Maybe things are going the other way. But Williams will go to the line. And he will miss his first. Flame Legend Sport Bengals champs. Hey, what's happening? What's up, Flame Legend? Williams makes his second. Philly on the inbound. Here we go. Pushing the ball down the court is Maxey. Going to go all the way, coast to coast. He drains it. It's going to be a foul. Who makes the foul here? Maxey just went all the way. And this one should be a team foul. I think it was Griffin. Yep, sure was. So it'll be a shooting foul. He'll get one shot. Philly subs Nang out for Thibault. Maxey sets, throws, and through the hoop. Puts one more. Celtics inbounding, pushing. Down in Griffin with the shot. And at the buzzer as time runs out in the third quarter. Can't get it to go off the back of the rim. But at the end of 3, Boston Celtics 98, Philadelphia 76ers 88. Here live on YouTube. The play-by-play call. I am Sean Urban. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like button if you are not subscribed. I am trying to make my way to 1,200 subscribers. We just passed 1K about a month and a half ago. And we are making that slow crawl up to 1,200. That's our next big milestone. So if you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I do Patriots games. I'm going to do Celtics games. I'll probably throw in a couple of Bruins games. The Bruins have been off to a hot start. their first 3 games here. They've scored 5 goals in each game, and they've won pretty handedly. And we do a bunch of other things that are all New England driven, and all of my streams are family friendly. As a matter of fact, you can catch another stream this weekend, at least one stream, which will be a craft beer stream that we label tin can streams. So you can catch that, and we're talking about maybe going out to the Yankee Candle Factory out where they make, well, Yankee candles. It's where they make all the wax. Comes right here from Springfield, Massachusetts. So you are a Celtics fan from St. Louis. Wow. No way. That is so cool. Mike O'Reilly, next Disney trip, we've been talking maybe a mom and dad 2-day getaway for us, like a personal trip in November. The next streaming trip we have planned will be April, right? So November, December, January, February, March, April. So we're about 6 months out. So we typically go and we do live Disney streams. We check into a resort 3 times within 370 days. So just a little over a year we're checking in. And typically, you know, we stream when we're down there. This stream coming up, though, is going to be a 10-year wedding anniversary. I'm sorry, this trip is going to be a 10-year wedding anniversary trip for us. So, but I may take some video and throw together a vlog. You know, we'd really be going down there to hammer Epcot and try to catch a little bit of the, you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving decorating. So, but if you think you're into that, man, hit that subscribe button. Come on and join us. Oh, hey, Michael. Yeah, man. I'll let you all know when I'm down there. So if some of y'all want to come and meet up with me, I've met a few of you on and off stream, and that's always a treat. If you go and look back, WDW Max was one. We've hung out with Coach before, so yeah, drink beer with you guys, man. Absolutely. You know me. I never say no to a good beer. That's for sure. All right. Here we go. Coming back out of the TV timeout. Looks like, yep, here we go. They're replaying an interview they did with him during commercial. Or before the game. Well, no, it's got to be commercial. Because the scoreboard behind him said like 88 or 89 points. So, all right. Maxey at the free throw line. And he'll make both of them. Brings the score 98-89. Celtics in the lead. We are in the 4th and final quarter of this game. Maxey hits his second. All right, here we go. So, who do we got out here on? Here we go. White with the ball. Gives it over. Passes to Brogdon. Brogdon's looking, and Brogdon will cough it up. It's a turnover. Back down the other end they come. 76er's trying to cut into this lead a little bit more. Maxey with a jumper, no good. Rebound, Griffin. White presses down. He's going to come down into the paint, kicks it back out. Gets it over to Griffin, around to Brogdon. Down top of the paint. Back to the top of Griffin for 3. Can't make it fall. Celtics, 35 of 64, 55% of the night for field goals here. Philadelphia a little bit lower at 45. Who is this? They are going to call loose ball, personal foul on Blake Griffin. That's his 3rd of the night. All the Celtics starting to get into foul trouble here. Going to be digging down into that bench, which is a scary thought if you're a Celtics fan. So, Maxey for 2 more. 16 points on the night for him. Celtics bring the ball up the court. Brogdon down, moves it around the left side, kicks it out, down into the corner. Oh, there's a messy thing going on in the corner here. You get it out to Williams. Trying to help him. 2 seconds on the clock. Shoots for 3. Grant Williams. 27-footer. 12 points on the night. That's all right, Gator Man. We're down there enough. We'll catch up at some point. Maxey. Shot from the floor. 19-foot jumper. Pulls up. 2. Here we go. Oh, and coast to coast. Brogdon. 2 more on the board. Philly pushing the ball down. Maxey around the outside on the right. Comes back to the left. Whistle on the floor. It is going to be an offensive foul against House. All right. So House will draw the foul. That's his second personal. To turn the ball over for the Celtics. White will inbound the ball. Brown checks back into the game. Vonleh checks back into the game. Griffin and Hauser are both taking a seat now for the Celtics. Celtics inbound the ball. Brogdon with it at the top. Drives, top of the key. Throws it back out. They move it back around. Down inside. Brogdon, no good. Gets it over. Brown kicks it out. And three-pointer won't go. Clears it. Oh no, Brown with the steal. 2-step, 2 points. There we go. That's his second of the night. Stole it at half court. Drove it back down the other end for 2 more for the Celtics. Puts the score 105-94. 9 minutes left here in the game. And there, that was an ugly whatever that was. It has to be a foul on White. That'll probably send Maxey up to the line. Yep. White jumped to try to block Maxey on the outside, who's getting ready to shoot a 3. Maxey decided to not shoot and take back off, and White just, he was flying through the air and he leapt right into him. Now they're debating if he was in the shooting motion or not. He may not have been, but they'll inbound the ball. Maxey's got it now. They move it around. Did. Back up to Maxey at the top. 3. Whew, 27-footer on that one. That puts 21 points on the board for Maxey tonight. Here we go. Ball's moving out and around. Brown. 3. 27 points for Brown on the feed from Williams. Here we go. Did. Can't make it go. Rebound. Celtics pushing the ball. White moves it around. Brogdon pulled up. Makes it go. Nice little 19-foot jumper from the floor. 16 points on the night for him. 76ers trying to catch up here. 110-97. Just under 8 minutes to go. Embiid. The ball. Top of the paint. Looks. Drives down underneath. In. Off the glass for 2. Oh, we have Vonleh's down on the floor grabbing his head. They both went to the ground after the 2-point score. No foul on the play. And he's slow to get up off the floor. 21 points on the night for Embiid. Oh, and he got him with his shoulder right in the chin. I could see why Vonleh went down. Yep, he got a shoulder right in the bottom of the chin like a boxer with a good uppercut. Go Celtics. That's what I'm talking about, Coach. Go Sabres. Coach, how are your Sabres going to do this year? Celtics are on fire right now. Their first 3 games, they've scored 5 goals in each game. They have absolutely torched the first 3 teams. All right. So let's see who's going to check into the game here for the Celtics. Anybody? 110 to 99. Celtics 11-point lead. 7:44 remains here in the game. Good? Really? Williams to inbound the ball. They give it to Brogdon. He's going to take it. Playing man-to-man now. 76ers are playing man-to-man. Pressing. Pressing. Brogdon's going to take it all the way. Oh, fingertip around the rim. Can't get it to go through. Maxey takes it, pushes down outside the paint. No good. Shot was blocked. Celtics rebound. Down the other end now. Here we go. Is that White? Nope, that's Brown. Jaylen Brown. The jumper from the floor. 29 points on the night for Brown so far. Bonnell had that block. Oh, and Brown almost had another steal. 76ers pushed the ball around into the corner. Niang for three. Celtics slowing the ball down now. Taking a more controlled pace. Trying to burn some time off the clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. White around the left-hand side. Down into the paint. Moves. Gives the ball over to Williams. Up. Whistle. And one. That is an 11-foot cutting layup for Williams. 14 points on the night. Boston calls a timeout. Grant Williams will be going to the line because he got a foul. So he is shooting one. And now Embiid has 4 personal fouls on him. That would be something if the Celtics could get him to foul out of this game. That would take a bunch of pressure off. He has been in their face all night. I like it too, Gator Ghost. Coach, that just amazes me. That totally amazes me that you're a Celtics fan. Is it like the big three? It must be. Is it like a big three thing? Right? Parrish, McHale, Bird. Was it like that era that kind of got you hooked? Because that was a great era. I mean, you cannot argue that there were very many better triplets, never mind tandem players. I mean, Bird was incredible to watch, but when you put Parrish and McHale in there, the big three, they were damn near impossible to stop for a very long time. Very, very long time. And we are at TV timeout right now. Make sure you all hit that like button for me. Oh, he was. Well, at least he liked a really good team. Because back then, that's when they were like raising all their banners up to the rafters. You know, they had a really good stretch going. For a couple of decades, they had a pretty good stretch going. But that big three era, man, they were on fire. That's when I got hooked. That was my age bracket was, McHale and Parrish, Bird, Danny Ainge. Oh, you like the Sonics too, huh? I heard they may be reviving the team up there in Seattle. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but he is everything New England. Oh, Coach. Come on. Everything great in New England has happened in Sportstown, USA. Boston. The town of champions. Oh. we go. Thank you very much for taking care of that. I appreciate that. Here we go. What do you think of my graphics there, Coach? I think this is pretty cool. It's the first time I've called a basketball game on YouTube. It's definitely a lot different than doing it on the radio or with a broadcast partner, for sure. All right, here we go. Back out of the timeout. Harding's back in the game now for the 76ers. Embiid with the ball in the top of the key. Down into the paint. Spin move. Up. Can't get it to go with the finger roll. Tatum with the rebound. Pushing down the court. Celtics hustling. Down this Marcus Smart. Just outside the paint. Back to Tatum from the corner. Doesn't go. Off the rim. Maxey swings the ball down low. No good. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Hands it off to Smart. Celtics slowing things way down now all of a sudden. Oh, excellent. Better when I made the court larger. Perfect. No more football coaching. That bad, huh, Coach? Yes, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing the Yankees win, I guess. If the Red Sox can't do it, might as well be somebody from the division, right? Celtics moving the ball around. Smart to Brown. Back to Smart. 2 on the clock. 1. Smart with the shot. Front of the rim. Harding waving everybody up. Kind of giving them the, come on, let's go head nod. Harding can taste it. It's only a 13-point game right now with 5 minutes left. Both teams doing great. They kick it out and around. Maxey down in the paint across the middle. Oh, can't get it to fall. Tatum with the rebound. Gives it to Smart. Around the outside, down to the right wing. To Brown. Looking in the middle. Tatum's covered like a rug. And out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by Tucker. Celtics will retain the ball. Vonley's out. Horford's back in. Horford's going to be careful. He's already got 4 on him. Celtics. Inbound the ball. Smart to Brown. With the shot for 3. Doesn't go. Harding with the rebound. Philadelphia hustling back down the other end of the court. Double teaming Harden. They push him back to the outside. Around the circle. He's back in. Moves it across. Tucker, 3-pointer. Rolls around the inside. Can't get it to go. Tatum with the rebound. Celtics jogging it back down the court. Can't get the pick and roll to work. Smart moves out. Tatum all by himself. Double teamed at the top. Into the paint. And foul is called on Tatum, offensive. That'll be his third. Sorry, his first. That's his first personal foul. That is a third turnover for the Celtics on offense. Maxey with the inbound. To Embiid on the floor. Pushes down into the paint. Up, finger roll. Doesn't get it to go. And there's the last foul on Horford. Horford's done. That's 5. And they have had his number all night. I think a couple of them were ridiculous fouls. And Jason Tatum's going to draw a technical foul now. What is the foul on Tatum for here? What is this? Boston's going to call a timeout here. There's a technical foul on Jason Tatum for what? Oh boy, they literally need to go to commercial to try to figure out what in the heck is going on. So these officials have been, when I tell you calling stuff tight, if you've been here for any length of time tonight, these officials have been calling a super tight game. Some things that I think are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I just can't. I don't know. But welcome on in if you are just joining us here. Yeah, in the NBA, they're all ridiculous fouls. I agree, Coach. If you are just joining us here, welcome on in. Hit that like button. If you are not subscribed, or you're not sure if you are, we are 8 subscribers away from 1,200. So if you have not already, we ask that you please subscribe. Get us to that 1,200. Join what we're doing here. We do a lot of things outside of sports. Matter of fact, you can catch a tin can stream this weekend. Yay! We have this place called, we're going to try to get into, called Can Heat. We may try maybe Troy City also, because they're right around the corner from each other. Down around me here in Fall River. So that stream will be, I got to figure out what time and what day I'm doing it. But that stream will be this weekend. We'll have the Patriots stream coming up. Monday Night Football, Patriots and the Bears. That should be a really good game. Hey, Coach. Speaking of beers, I just read today. I read an article that Trillium is selling their place in Canton and moving out towards you. They're moving into Central Mass. Somewhere, where were they moving? They were going to sell Trillium in Canton and move out to maybe Spencer or something like that. So they're moving. They're buying some brewery that was like a Trappist monastery brewery or something like that, going out towards the center of the state. I guess the facility's, I don't know, a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. I'm not really sure. I didn't get to read the whole thing, but yeah. They had I guess a really large offer for their place. Be interesting to see who moves in there. Which is terrible because I love Trillium and they're, I mean, relative to my house, they're like 35 minutes away, so. All right, so. So the technical stands, yeah, and there was no call. There was no call on Horford. They gave Tatum a technical for overreacting. So that's, I'm telling you, the officiating, they've been all over Al Horford tonight, something terrible. So, Celtics get the ball back. They kick it out. Horford, off the rim. Can't get the 3 to go. 115-103, just under 4 minutes to go here in the game. Vitamin C, I'd love for Treehouse to come out this way. Vitamin C would be good too. And huge three-point shot. Celtics pushing the ball down. Tatum down the corner. And foul called on James Harden. That'll be his third. They've been very generous with giving him, giving Harden a bunch of fouls tonight. So they need to start taking some. So I'm not sad. Smart, inbound play. Brown, foul on Maxey. Wow. I would not. If I was the 76ers, and that's Maxey's 5th personal foul. So that's his. He ain't got no more to give. Smart, inbound play. They move the ball around. Yes! Jaylen Brown for 3. Philly timeout called. 118 to 103. 3:19 to go here in the game. And now's when all the timeouts come. See, outside chance. Lamplighter. Ooh. Lamplighter would be good. Harpoon wouldn't be bad either. Harpoon's got that place up in Vermont, I think, too. If I'm not mistaken. Isn't it Harpoon? Aren't they up off of, what is it? Is it 90, 91? Up there, where is it? White River Junction or somewhere going up that way? I think I'm thinking of the right place. Up in Vermont, right off the main highway there. Right off of 91. I think it's 91. Lamplighter would be great, though. I wouldn't mind getting Lamplighter down here. So Jaylen Brown hits the 27-footer to sink 3. 32 points on the board. That is Marcus Smart's 6th assist for tonight. Friday will be, the Celtics go to visit the Heat. That'll be a decent game, too. Heat made the second round of the playoffs, knocking out the 76er's actually last year. All right, here we go. Embiid working his way into the paint. No-looker pass out to Harding from the outside. Yes, 3. 93, that's it. South of White River Junction, yep. River Roost is in. Oh, River Roost, I've never heard that. I've never heard of River Roost. Down underneath. Tatum for 2. 120 to 106. Man, I didn't think the Celtics were going to hit 120 tonight. I definitely said they'd be at 115, and Philly would probably be somewhere around 105. Both these teams are just racking up the points, man. 76ers slowing things down. 3 on the clock. Harding. Tipped. And Tucker able to pick it up, turn around for 2. Brown brings it up. Hands it off to Smart. Dishes it out to Tatum. Top of the key, down to the paint. They flip it outside to Horford. 3! Al Horford. 3! Harden down to Embiid. Spin move into the paint and slam dunk right over the top of Horford. With authority. Brown brings it down. Dishes off to Smart. The top to Tatum. Top left, still on the outside. Pick and roll. Double teaming Tatum. Move the ball around. Brown, big 3, nails it. Yes. From way out. That had to be close to a 30-footer. Whoo! Jaylen Brown, 35 points on the night with that one. 76ers working the ball around. Little give and go through the paint. Embiid. Ooh, Horford almost with the steal. Into the paint, spin move. Up and hooked. And he's going to be good for 2. Marcus Smart with the shooting foul. That is his 3rd. So that'll send Embiid to the line. And makes his 1. 3-point play for him. Brings the score 126-113. 105 to go here in the game. Huh. Coach, next time I go up that way, I'll give you a shout. Maybe you can meet me out there. Maxey around the outside. Embiid down to the corner. Up and in for Harris. 2 on the board. 40 seconds to go. Celtics going to kill the clock here. 35 seconds to go. Oh, it's a steal by Harris. He's going to dunk it in with the jam. Stops the clock at 29 seconds. Celtics inbound it. Smart brings it over half court. Telling Tatum, push back, push back. Less than 20 to go. 9 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get one shot off here. Take it down to the wire. They give it to Tatum. 4, 3, 2. Horford for 3. Can't make it go. Bounces off the rim. 3, 2, 1. And with that buzzer, the Boston Celtics will win their home opener over the 76ers. 126-117. What an incredible game tonight. Absolutely incredible. High scoring, fast paced to open things up. It was really quite the thing to see. And if you are looking for more basketball, coming up now on TNT, it's going to be the late game, which will feature the Lakers and the Warriors going at it. They're supposed to be, their tilt was at 10 o'clock, but obviously the Celtics ran a little bit over, so that was not happening. 100% could be larger. It's fun. Ghost knows. As long as Bob doesn't quit. Ooh, Gator Ghost, you're familiar, huh? That's awesome. So, the Golden State Warriors will have their ring ceremony tonight. TNT will broadcast that live as part of the pregame ceremonies. Of course, me being a Celtics fan, I am not going to watch that. Oh, that's really cool. That is fantastic. Well, thank you all for joining me here. I appreciate it for our inaugural NBA stream. This went well. Not half bad. We picked up a couple of subscribers. We're only a few away from 1,200, so if you know anybody that's interested, tell them to sign up. But for right now, I appreciate you all being here. We will see you all this weekend with our Tin Can stream. Make sure you have hit the like button. We have a drawing at the end of the month. I can't wait to get back at it this weekend with you guys. So we'll see you down the road in just a couple of days. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Have a great night, all.
Say hello to motionarray.com. You can take your videos from good to the best and easily be better than the rest. Try this fire shot, your rocket, titles and in shoes. Go get it, fire fast, be the best. Just drag it. With motion array, it's so possible. Drag it to the left, freaking powerful. Be the best.
Lightsabers are finally a reality, and you can own one. This new military flashlight is basically a lightsaber that fits in your pocket. But be warned, this $600 flashlight is not a toy. It's so powerful that it can melt through anything. It can even start a fire, making it the perfect survival tool. The flashlight projects an incredibly powerful beam of light reaching up to 2 miles. It was designed specifically for American Special Forces to view enemy positions from miles away, and for close combat missions in enemy territory at night. The flashlight features state-of-the-art military-grade CREE's LED technology, meaning it's at least 20 times more powerful than commercially available flashlights, which gives it its awesome fire-starting capabilities. It literally burns through any material in seconds. It was designed for special forces and couldn't be sold to civilians.